The Journey of Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in Genova, an Italian port city. His father was Domenico Colombo, in which he was a weaver, and most historians say that Christopher Columbus entered this trade as a young man. However, he wanted to travel around the world, so Christopher Columbus became a cartographer, which is someone who is a map writer. In 1486, Christopher Columbus moved from the Italian port city in which he was born and moved to Spain, where his plans were to support Isabella, Queen of Castile. In May of 1492, the King and Queen of Spain gave the okay for Columbus to sail around the world, and they funded the Peña was commanded by Martin Pinzon and his brother Vincent Pinzon. The La Gallia was to be the flagship of royalty. It belonged to Juan de la Casa and was rented to the voyage, and Columbus renamed it to the Santa Maria, which is the ship that he sailed on. The Peña, Niña, and Santa Maria finally set sail August 3rd of 1492. On Columbus's first voyage, he discovered many different places. He first found the Grand Canary Islands, where he gathered more supplies, and the Queen's rudder had built off to spend 6 days repairing it there. In October, he landed in Guanina, an island of the Bahamas, and named it to San Salvador. Shortly after, he named Cuba. One night, the Santa Maria drifted a little close to the shore and hit the coral reef. Some of the crew made it to the medium. Columbus turned to go home. When Columbus decided to set out for a second voyage, he learned a little better this time. He had 17 vessels and approximately 1,500 men, which left Spain in September of 1493. Whereas before, on his first voyage, he was only carrying 90 men. Once they left Spain in September, landings were made on the Dominica, Guadalupe, Argentina. He saw that Puerto Rico was the closest he came to setting foot on land that would later form part of the United States. The foundation he claimed that Columbus discovered America. Columbus set sail on his third voyage on May 30th of 1498. He landed July 31st at Trinidad. Once he reached Trinidad, he found Columbus. He arrived in Santa Domingo on August 31st, and him and his brother rebelled against one another and forced Native Americans into Christianity. On this voyage, Columbus was sent back to Spain in 1500 because his landings had convinced the monarchs that was Spain, and that Columbus had also landed on to find a new governor. Columbus went in shackles and took the Queen with him. After the return to Spain in shackles, Columbus set sail for his fourth voyage. He set sail on May of 1502. The ship soon some repair after a 21-day-long crossing, so Columbus anchored off the Santa Domingo and was not allowed to reach land due to a hurricane. The only ship that arrived safely was the one that Columbus had stored all of his gold on. Once the ship's repaired, Columbus sailed the waters of Honduras and Central America for at least 6 months. January 1502, he landed in Panama and settled there. Once he settled in Panama, his crew was reduced to 2 ships, and he set sail for El Espanol to get help. He forced the Native Americans to provide food for his men. After a year of being out stranded, Ovando finally arrived to help Columbus, which he waited a year on purpose because he wanted Columbus to suffer. Columbus never set sail again until November 7th of 1504. Now today we celebrate Columbus Day in the honor of the first European settler.